US media hail Jungkook as the future of global pop. When US media crowns an artist as the future of global pop, isn't a title handed out lightly. Yet that is exactly the phrase now surrounding Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS, as his solo career reshapes the boundaries of what it means to be a global artist. For years, K-pop stars have fought for recognition in the West, often praised for their talent, but boxed into categories that diminish their impact. Jungkook, however, has broken through those barriers, not as just another idol, but as a musician redefining pop itself. The evidence of his influence is staggering. His 2023 hit, Standing Next to You, has now surpassed 1.3 billion streams on Spotify, a feat that places him alongside Western megastars on the platform's most played lists. The song's sleek mix of funk, R&B, and modern pop grooves proved that Jungkook was never limited to one sound, and its continued rise 2 years later demonstrates its enduring relevance. What's more, it has become a cultural reference point, quoted in fashion shows, remixed by DJs in Ibiza, and even studied in university classes on global music trends. Yet, the trajectory of Jungkook's success has not been without controversy. His shocking absence from the 2024 Grammy nominations became a flashpoint for debates about K-pop's place in the global music industry. ARMY, his fiercely loyal fandom, rallied behind him, submitting Standing Next to You and his debut album Golden for the 2025 Grammy consideration round. Their message was clear. Jungkook deserves not only applause but institutional recognition. American media has picked up on this narrative, with Billboard highlighting the wave of Korean artists reshaping US pop culture. Jungkook is placed at the center of this transformation. His collaborations with Western producers, his effortless crossover appeal, and his magnetic stage presence are all cited as reasons why he is not just part of the K-pop movement, but at the forefront of a global pop renaissance. Even the Recording Academy itself appears to be watching. Harvey Mason Jr., CEO of the Grammys, recently acknowledged the need for broader recognition of global music, sparking hope that artists like Jungkook may soon find the doors to these historically Western-centric stages fully open. It is a shift that fans believe is long overdue, especially given how BTS once had to cancel their Grammy stage performance in 2022 when Jungkook tested positive for COVID-19, a moment that highlighted both their vulnerability and resilience. Now, 3 years later, Jungkook's rise feels like destiny fulfilled. He is not simply filling arenas. He is filling gaps in the global industry where East meets West, where language no longer defines the limits of music, and where a boy from Busan can stand shoulder to shoulder with the giants of pop history. The question is no longer whether Jungkook belongs in global pop, it's whether global pop can keep up with him. The American press has long been known for its selective embrace of international artists. Often, foreign acts are celebrated for their novelty, but rarely handed the crown of pop royalty. Yet Jungkook of BTS is rewriting that rule. When major US outlets begin declaring him the future of global pop, it's not mere hype, it's the recognition of a cultural shift already underway. Jungkook's career trajectory reads like a case study in global stardom. From his early teenage debut with BTS to his breakout as a soloist, he has consistently shattered expectations. His song Standing Next to You is a prime example. Surpassing 1.3 billion streams on Spotify, it isn't just a K-pop hit, it's a pop classic by every measurable standard. Unlike the countless singles that vanish from charts after their first flash of virality, Jungkook's track remains a staple across playlists worldwide, embraced by both casual listeners and die-hard fans. The US fascination with Jungkook is layered. On one hand, he embodies everything the West has long adored about its own pop icons: magnetic charm, peerless stage presence, and an ability to dominate both music and fashion with equal command. On the other, he carries the unique distinction of being a bridge between cultures, a symbol of the globalization of music in the digital age. His style isn't confined by language barriers or genre expectations. It's expansive, blending funk, R&B, pop, and EDM into sounds that transcend geography. Billboard's October 2025 feature underscored this point, placing Jungkook as a central figure in the second wave of Korean artists breaking through the American mainstream. Unlike earlier moments when K-pop was seen as niche or trendy, the narrative has shifted. Jungkook isn't just a foreign artist finding space in US charts. He is shaping the charts themselves, influencing trends, and pulling the industry in his direction. But the road hasn't been without its challenges. The Grammy controversy surrounding Standing Next to You revealed the biases that still linger in institutions designed to recognize global excellence. When the song was excluded from the 2024 nominations, despite its massive streaming success, fans erupted in protest. Submissions for the 2025 award soon followed, and now the industry is holding its breath to see whether the Recording Academy will finally acknowledge Jungkook not as a curiosity, but as a serious contender. This growing anticipation aligns with comments from Harvey Mason Jr., the Recording Academy's CEO, who recently promised a broader embrace of global music. For ARMY, this statement carries enormous weight. Many still remember the heartbreak of 2022, when BTS's planned Grammy performance was jeopardized after Jungkook tested positive for COVID-19 just days before the show. That moment symbolized the fragility of recognition for international acts, a stark reminder that even the biggest boy band in the world was still fighting uphill battles. Fast forward to today, and Jungkook stands at a pivotal point. His artistry has matured, his global reputation is unmatched, and his influence stretches beyond music. Whether on TikTok, where his dance comebacks break the internet in hours, or in fashion, where his looks redefine masculinity for a new generation, Jungkook has become more than a performer. He is an architect of pop culture's future. For US media to call him the future of global pop is, in many ways, a delayed acknowledgement of something fans have known all along. Jungkook isn't chasing the industry is chasing him. And so, as BTS's full reunion approaches in 2026, one question lingers louder than ever. Will the world finally catch up with Jungkook's vision, or will he once again be forced to blaze ahead on his own, carrying pop's future on his shoulders? The weight of being hailed as the future of global pop is not light, and for Jungkook, it comes with stakes that feel almost cinematic. The Grammys, often described as the pinnacle of Western music validation, are now looming as the next great battlefield. ARMY knows it, the industry knows it, and even Jungkook himself, though humble as ever, can't escape the shadow of expectation. The 2025 Grammy conversation feels different from years past. This isn't BTS as a group battling systemic barriers, cultural biases, and the boy band stigma. This is Jungkook, standing solo, representing both himself and the legacy of BTS. His album Golden and his record-breaking single Standing Next to You have been placed into the spotlight not as K-pop submissions, but as serious contenders for categories like Record of the Year and Best Pop Solo Performance. For ARMY, the possibility of Jungkook becoming the first BTS member to take home a Grammy is both thrilling and terrifying. The fandom has long carried the scars of disappointment, watching year after year as the Recording Academy dangled nominations in front of BTS, only to snatch away the victory. The sting of 2021, when Dynamite lost despite global domination, still lingers.